This is National Weather Service meteorologist Matt Ludwig with your weekly Montana weather hazards briefing for the week of December 20th through 26th, 2021. This week will be a little bit on the active side, especially west of the Continental Divide, as moisture from the Pacific continues to work into the area. In addition, we will remain on the boundary of a colder air mass in southern Canada and a milder air mass to our south, which will keep temperatures quite changeable through the week. This unsettled pattern will potentially result in a widespread accumulating snowfall on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, which could impact Christmas travel. Lastly, it is beginning to look like an Arctic outbreak will arrive late this week, which will likely last into at least next week. Snow across central and western Montana will begin to wind down this morning as a weak high-pressure system slides into the area. As this high pressure slides into northwestern Montana, winds will begin to pick up along the Rocky Mountain front. While these winds should struggle to reach across the plains, travel immediately along the front and across Marias Pass could be impacted by heavy blowing snow. We'll see a period of quiet weather on Wednesday, but snow will return to western Montana on Thursday before potentially spreading eastward. We'll need to monitor this system closely as people will be traveling for the Christmas holiday. Behind this system, an Arctic air mass will push onto the plains, likely resulting in a widespread and sustained sub-zero temperatures. Monday will start off on a chilly note, with sub-zero temperatures across the highline, with single digits across the rest of the plains. A few areas along the highline will see wind chills 20 below zero. The big story this week will be that we will be at the confluence of warm and moist air coming from our south and west, and cold air to our north. This will allow for multiple periods of snow, especially across western Montana, where the mountains will help to squeeze out some of the moisture. Eventually, the upper-level low off the west coast will push eastward around Christmas, bringing a chance of accumulating snow to most of the state as folks are traveling for Christmas. Winds will increase across the usual downslope areas on Tuesday, though the cold air at the surface should limit the area that sees gusty winds. The biggest concerns with these winds will be areas of blowing snow that could reduce visibility. As I mentioned, precipitation chances will be a fairly constant feature of the weather this week, especially west of the Divide. One thing to note is that precipitation chances will naturally decrease due to timing and location differences as you head out further into time. That said, looking at the chance for 2 inches of snow over a 48-hour period ending during the evening on Christmas Day, we can notice that there is a very good chance of seeing accumulating snowfall across western Montana, with a still decent chance of snowfall across central and even eastern Montana. This snowfall will need to be watched closely due to the increased impact to travel due to Christmas. Behind the Christmas snow, an Arctic air mass will nose into the area, with many areas across the plains seeing a very good chance, upwards of 90%, of seeing sub-zero temperatures over the weekend. That is all for this week's weather briefing. You can stay up to date on the latest forecast by following your office on social media or by visiting their websites. Have a great week and have a Merry Christmas.